Let's now dive into a discussion about potential applications of anomaly detection. One such application is the monitoring of the condition for various components of machinery used in industry. The typical pattern is in industrial maintenance, for example, for failure prevention. Another example that we have already mentioned several times is fraud detection. Basically, a fraudulent transaction or a fraudulent operation, either in banking or even in other verticals, like, for example, in telecommunications, is an abnormal type of operation. Hence, fraud detection can be effectively solved using approaches that are typical for anomaly detection. Another class of applications for anomaly detection is intrusion detection. For example, a certain pattern of network communication that is specific to a vector of attack that is classified as an intrusion is an abnormal type of activity in a network. So this is the reason why intrusion detection can be also effectively addressed using approaches that are specific to anomaly detection. Along the same lines of cybersecurity, antivirus and anti-malware protection tasks can also be labeled as anomaly detection problems, right? The way in which a virus or a piece of malware manifests itself is an abnormal type of operation that occurs on a certain computer or on a certain device, hence the approach that uses anomaly detection. Also, an interesting type of application for anomaly detection is in-data preparation. One of the tasks that is sometimes difficult with data preparation is the identification of outliers. For example, say we do have a column that contains numerical values, and most of those values fall, say, between 1 and 75. And then for a few of the rows, we get a value like 100. So this is a really difficult question. Is 100 an outlier? Is that like an error in the data, maybe resulting from a user input, the wrong user input? Or is it actually a legitimate value that occurs quite rarely? So this is where outlier detection and hence anomaly detection can be used to kind of address those difficult questions with data preparation. And obviously the list is not the complete list. It is quite easy to identify many more applications of anomaly detection. These are one of the, say, highest profile ones that you encounter probably the most often in modern machine learning.